All right. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Spaghetti and Meatballs, your favorite Bulls podcast. Here with your hosts, Trevin and John.
We're back.
What do you got to say there, big guy?
In the group text, we refer to the text. These late night games,
Oh man, I know. Not for us early birds. Not for us early birds.
Hey, when I'm up at 4 a.m.,
no way.
Nope. So I've been getting a couple quarters, a couple halves, but I've been waking up to W's in the morning.
Yeah, it's so far so good. Last night, kind of,
Yeah.
You'll
the
have
wheels
that
fell off a
sometimes.
little bit.
Yeah, you'll have that.
I know pregame show, you said we have a couple shout outs, subscribers.
Yes. I actually, this one goes out to one of my brothers, Stenner, who is an avid listener, big Bulls fan. And this was his quote, direct quote from Stenner. Just another reason why the parents were right to pick you as their favorite. I will always live in your shadow. So,
talk about hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah, I mean, he just went out there and said it. So
I actually got an interesting one. A call into the show. It was on the text line. This one is from Knicks fan 69. Yeah, typical.
Ooh.
This guy's sipping on the haterade. You guys suck. The Bulls suck, and we're gonna run you out of the gym next game, which I believe is it Saturday night or is it Monday? It's coming up here.
Yeah, I think Saturday.
Sunday. So Knicks fan 69 coming in with some hate for us.
I would like to see him say that to our face. You want
to know one of these internet tough guys.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to see Knicks fan 69.
Yeah, we're not scared. Not scared.
No. Again, pregame, I think one of our biggest takeaways was we went into this road trip. I know our last game we said if we could leave a 5-grade circus trip at 2 or 3 or 2 without Vooch, which right now we're saying worst case scenario.
Worst case.
2 and 3.
Yep. So, we've already got 2 of those wins locked up. I think tomorrow might be one of the toughest games of the trip.
You have the MVP.
Yeah, exactly.
Very similar player to Vooch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you could see it was pretty evident last night when you had Bradley, just getting abused.
He struggles. Yeah. Did he struggle on the offensive end?
He missed that dunk on that nice pass from Lonzo in the first. I mean, it was just he struggled.
I know. I thought we were going to have a dish of the week there until he blew the two-handed dunk. Oh, come on, man!
And Yusuf was just
he
picked up 2 quick ones.
Yeah, that
like
hurt.
20 seconds. That hurts.
Literally, I know. He was in foul trouble probably as fast as anyone I've ever seen in foul trouble.
So I guess what I always go back to is, do your sources tell you, like your inside guys, your guys in the training room, are we going to be able to put Vooch like right back into where his minutes were? Is he feeling effects or like what's going on?
He's been pretty good so far, which I would think at this point it's going to stay that way. So there might be a little bit of a minutes restriction when he comes back for the first few games, but nothing that's going to affect him long term.
And that's good. That's good news because as much as he was really starting to turn it on.
Yeah.
He's always going to struggle defensively.
Yeah. But you can just see the offense as a whole. Because like we've talked about before, even when he's not shooting well, he still does so much on the offensive end with the passing and the setting the screens and just being able to space the floor out a little bit. Where
for sure, I mean,
now
there's a spacer. And guys are starting to look for him, trust him a little bit more offensively.
Mm-hmm.
And
we've been getting our butts kicked on the rebounding. Yeah, right.
So we're small without him.
Mm-hmm.
Or small with him, I should say. Without him, we're even worse.
Yeah, a lot worse.
So
because Yeah, I don't know. This was a chance. I had hopes for Bradley that he would look a little bit better in the starting role because he looked good off the bench coming in, backing him up. But he
Well,
is
you know what? As we talked about, it's really a game of in a season of ebb and flow. So now we got
ups and downs, ups
So
and
now we got
downs.
Derek Jones Jr. saying, "Wait a minute, guys.
Yeah,
Hey, I
yeah,
can play."
yeah. I saw a play that he had last night where he took it the length of the court and a little up and under move on the left side of the rim. Athletic move, man. And the more he gets to play, I think the more that you're going to see stuff like that from him.
So here's my question to you. So we saw the insertion of Caruso into the 4. We've seen now Javonte Green slide onto the bench. One of our frequent listeners, Matt Deckman's, really struggling here with Alize Johnson's PT. And when he's out there, he's too worried about the accessories and the.
I got to agree with them because before Matt even sent anything, I noticed that same thing myself. And I appreciate the hustle.
Yeah.
And like Pop-Tart said, he's getting some big rebounds. He's scrapping in there, but then he's too worried about how his headband is. Get a haircut.
So what do you feel that who's going to lose minutes here? We got Kobe White coming back. It didn't seem to affect Io too much yet, but I saw Javonte minutes lost. Yeah. Alize Johnson minutes lost.
Yeah, he only played 2 minutes, I think, last night. So, I think that somebody's gonna lose some minutes here at some point because now it's only been 2 games, but Kobe White has, he's working into it. He still hasn't scored a basket yet.
Right.
But eventually he's going to be getting the majority of the minutes as that sixth man. So.
And we touched on it a little bit, but I'm anxious to see the dynamic of that second unit when we have Kobe White, because as before, he's been leaving in a playmaker, either DeMar or Zach. And now it's like, how do one of those two play with Kobe or play off each other? So
yeah, it's going to be interesting because as much as I like the bench, the reason why they have such high plus minus rating is because of that, either having Zach in there or DeMar in there and continuing the scoring, because when one of them isn't in, I forget exactly what the stat was, but it's something, where their bench scoring ranks very low in the league because really there isn't a scorer in that group.
No. And Kobe can bring that. We've seen that in the past. We've seen some instant offense in the past.
Yes.
So
I think he's going to thrive in that role.
Yeah. Yep. I think so. Here's my other question. I go to you because you have these guys that are in the locker room, in the training room.
Hey, I've got connections.
Yeah, you got your connections. With Kobe, as he rounds into form, is he trade bait or is he here to stay? Like, what have you heard?
Well, I mean, what have I heard and what I feel?
Yeah, okay.
Two different things. Two different things. What I feel is if he comes back and plays the role that we, as well as we think he can in that role, of course, obviously the trade value will go up.
Right.
But I think that's so valuable to our team addressing that problem that we were just talking about. Now, obviously, depending on what you could get back in that trade might alter that. But I think if he is playing well enough to increase his trade value, it better be worth it because that bench really needs a boost, a scoring boost.
I'm 100% with you. And what I worry about is now that Patrick Williams is down, you're saying, okay, now we're down another defensive presence, another big guy. Oh, here's Kobe White. But I don't want to lose a long-term asset to solve a short-term problem.
Yes, exactly. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah. Because, I'm not sure. I did hear a little rumbling that Cam Reddish might be available.
I saw that too.
So,
But it's like, where does he fit in? Last time I saw, he's with Atlanta. Is that where he's at still, or was it Memphis?
He's still with Atlanta, but I don't know. He's having a decent year, but I did hear that there was some rumblings back before the draft that he was on the block, and even
anybody
still,
that wants to get rid of young talent, I'm like, okay, what's going on?
right? I know exactly, because wasn't he? I mean, he was
And they're
top 5 pick,
yeah,
within the last 3 years.
Yeah, he really emerged.
4
Dude,
years,
it was
maybe.
like I think he was with Wendell Carter
Yeah.
in that same class.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, what's going on? You guys are a playoff team. He was part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's expendable?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it makes you scratch your head a little bit, because he's a big athletic wing.
And with us, I see it. We have we had the injury to Patrick Williams. We've never really had the size this year, so it's like he can fill that role. But that hasn't been the case in Atlanta. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Keep
talk to your people. Keep your ear out there. See what you hear.
It's like I don't like to brag about this, but like every once in a while, Casey will text me like if he sees something before it's gonna go out, and I wait to bring it on the show. And normally I don't.
Out of respect,
Casey. And normally I don't give up my sources, but it's like we're talking about freaking KC,
the man himself, dude.
Now he's on Fox Sportsnet. He's getting a little more airtime. So shout out to KC. I appreciate the insight.
Yeah,
I don't want to give up my guys, but that So we talked about Booch a little bit. We talked about Kobe White a little bit, but can we talk about Alex freaking Caruso for one?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm loving him more and more every game.
It's just I see Billy put out the lineup. It's like, wait a minute. He's at the 4? Question mark?
Yeah. Question mark? But he does it. He doesn't back down. He gets right in their face, and he's still. I mean, how he's got the quickest hands I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, he leads the league in deflected balls.
Yeah,
and at last check, it was 3rd in steals. I
heard him mention he was 2nd last night.
Okay,
so
I mean, he last night, just one play like the highlight. He goes up and he tips one out, extends the play, and we end up hitting a 3-pointer.
Yeah. He probably had like 3 or 4 of those last night where he's obviously not going to get up there and get it, but he's going up there and giving a little volleyball tap out to
more athletic than he gets credit for.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, because he can get up there, but
and he's got a basketball IQ that you can't teach.
Yep, exactly. And that's the thing. He's not just going up there and hitting it to continue the play. He knows where he's hitting it to. He sees. Who was it out to Zach or DeMar last night on that 3? But like he knows where everybody's at all times.
And as they say, don't be nasty, but he's not here to hit it and quit it. He's here to hit it and keep it going.
Keep it going.
Yeah, like
time and time again, baby.
Time and time again. And I don't want to jump too far ahead in the show, but I told you pregame he had my pasta dish of the week.
Pasta dish of the week. Let's hear about it. I want to hear about it.
Game, we're, playing Portland. DeMar shoots, misses a rare miss on a mid-range for DeMar. Here comes Caruso off the wing, tips it to himself, spins around, cuts back. DeMar goes baseline, little drop pass to him, up, under. And then we also talked, this is like a side dish part B. Here's a fast break coming. Lonzo kicks it over to Caruso. Caruso's got a wide open 3, but wait. Zach's got a wider open 3. Hit it in transition.
Yep.
And now you're making your superstar happy.
Yeah.
You're sharing the love.
Exactly.
Everybody's feeling good.
Once again, knowing where everybody is at on the court.
Right.
He knew that Zach was over there and had a better look at it. And I mean, he was wide open.
Wide open.
So
wide open. So things are looking up.
Yeah, since we were talking about, pardon me.
What do you got in there? Herbal tea?
Just a little cold water.
Yeah, okay.
Cold water in a metal cup. You can't beat it.
Yeah, beat it.
We are still searching for sponsors for our dish of the week. So just throwing that out there. It doesn't, you don't have to be a big business or a big, it can be individual. So if you're interested, leave a comment.
You can Venmo our show account, and then we got out the sponsor. Just
Yep. Just wanted to put that out there.
We're putting it out there.
I know our listeners are always wanting to find a way to get involved. So
we're not looking to get rich here. We're just looking to, make merch for you guys.
Exactly. The more we get, the more we can give to you. So
if you want to sponsor the show, I'll give you the Venmo account for the show. We'll give you a shout out. We'll give your business a shout out. Let's move on. I don't want to sound too greedy, but we're out there. It's out.
That's enough of that business.
You want the show Venmo? Let me know. So I mean, yeah, Vooch, like I told you before show, keep the head above water, which we've done.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, we finish 2-3 on the circus trip without Vooch. The emergence of freaking Alex Caruso in the starting lineup.
Yep.
Kobe.
Yeah, I know. And when is Vooch gonna be back? Is he?
I thought it was either Sunday with the Knicks, or I think we have a couple nice games. We have Indiana, we have Orlando.
Yeah.
So
I know. And after this stretch,
Orlando game, his old team. I can see that in the game.
That might be it. Yeah. That'll be nice because after this trip, not to categorize anybody as a cupcake or anything, but to have a couple of easier games on the schedule.
Yeah, every night you got to come, you got to bring it.
Yep, that's right. It's the NBA, baby. Yeah. Anyone can beat anyone on any night.
So, one of the other things I just wanted to focus on, and we focused on it every episode, DeMar DeRozan. Voted as the worst. I think we touched on this too. The worst offseason signing in the NBA.
Yes.
Top 3 MVP candidate round.
Yep, exactly. I know the Lakers are kicking themselves for not getting that deal done.
Yep, for sure.
It sounded, from the sounds of it, it sounded like DeMar thought it was a done deal. But their loss, our gain.
For sure.
I mean, let me take this moment to give a public apology to DeMar DeRozan for not appreciating you more over the last decade as an NBA player.
And Trevin, can I say, you're beating yourself up, and let me just say, he's up in Toronto. You're out of country. You're out of country. We don't know what goes on up there.
I don't know what's going on up there.
And then you're down to San Antonio. That's basically out of country too.
Exactly. North, south. Yeah. I mean, small markets for sure.
Great food.
True. Very true. Don't want to sell him short on that. But he's just amazing to watch. He can get his shot off anytime.
And so last night, I'm in another text. I was texting you. We're firing off. We're LOLing. I text another Bulls text, and it was DeMar, as we've said like 1,000 times, just absolutely automatic mid-range. And Matt Bennett, who's in this group text, came back, and he's like, all season this guy has been, automatic from the mid-range. So shout out to another listener, Matt Bennett, avid listener of the show. So everybody's seen it. It's like you're more surprised when he misses a wide open mid-range.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's an art. It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it really is. But as we've been saying all season long, it's just fun again.
It is. Well, it's fun for us, and you would think for every Bulls fan. However, there is a mutual friend of ours that is a Bulls fan that is none too thrilled with the performance of Mr. Zach LaVine.
Who are we? Wait a minute. Who are we?
I think you know exactly who I'm talking about. Frank.
I tried to black that out.
Wow.
What was that all about?
I'm not going to repeat the things that he said because I don't know what the YouTube policy on swear words is, but wow.
Let's just say Frank was out of pocket.
A little bit. I don't know if, somebody returned their books late.
Yeah.
Or, an update wasn't working in on the computers at the library or something, but
something.
Something got him going that day.
Yeah. I mean, he came after Dak hard. Then he was like coming after us hard.
Well, and we're getting a little personal here, and
Yeah.
and I apologize, but I do have to say he comes at us with this hot take.
Yeah, it was a hot take.
Hot take.
Hot.
We extend him an invitation onto the show.
Where's he at?
He refuses.
He refuses.
He refuses. So I'm not really sure if he was just trying to get us riled up.
Yeah.
To get a little content going here, but whatever the case is, it was.
And again, I'm not trying to say, oh, these guys are the best podcasters. Like, they know, oh my God, they're so great. But, like, we get people all the time. Can I get a guest spot? I got something to add. And we're like, man, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe. And then we text like, yeah, right, dude.
Right,
and then
exactly.
we extend this out.
I mean, it was back of the hand.
Yeah, so let's
back of the hand.
Frank, we'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
We
got a little sidetracked there.
Yeah, we got a little sidetracked. So,
so coming up.
What
do we got? Denver tomorrow.
And this whole thing with the Jokic brothers is just wild.
Can you imagine running into them in a dark alley?
But the Morris brothers don't seem scared.
No, they're not backing down.
It's just a really intriguing thing, and I don't want any part of it.
No.
I'm not choosing.
Don't want to get caught in the middle of that one.
So, we got Denver coming up.
Then
New York, Indiana, Orlando, Miami. So some winnable games.
Yeah. It'll be good to that Miami game will be good. Match up against another top team in the East.
You know, and as we know, Jimmy always comes hard at us. We go hard at him.
Yep.
You know, so I'll be intrigued. Indiana's a solid team.
Yeah. They haven't started off too great. I don't think, but they do have. You know, they're not a bottom feeder by any means.
No, for sure. So, what do you think? As always, going in tomorrow night, let me just see if I can get the odds up for you real quick. Unless you know them offhand.
No, I meant to check before we got on, and I forgot.
So we got at Bulls at the Denver Nuggets. Let's see here. Sorry, folks. I didn't. Oh, okay, here we go. This doesn't even have it.
Yeah, mine only shows tonight's games.
Yeah, I don't see it yet. So I don't have a number for everybody yet.
Follow us on Twitter or Instagram. We'll give you our Parmesan.
We'll get it out there.
And cheese sprinkle.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll get it out there for you. But just keep this thing rolling. I mean, it's last night
keep the good times going. I'm excited for Vooch to get back.
Excited for Vooch. Excited for Kobe White to really round into form. So things are, and seeing where that happens in the trade market, or if not. So there's a lot of things on the horizon, and we're just excited still, man. We're just
just loving every game, man. It's I mean, with these West Coast games as much as late as we can stay up for them.
And that's why, guys, we apologize to you. It's just it's late. We're family men. We got to get up in the morning. We got things going on. You're out on the left coast.
Yeah.
God knows what. We can't stay up that late. So we we look at the box scores. We kind of take what we've learned, what we've seen, and try to apply it. So moving forward, I'm going to try to get the game in tomorrow night.
Yeah, it starts a little bit earlier tomorrow night. So and it's a Friday, so
Friday night. And then we got a 7:00 game Sunday night. So we should have some content for you guys next week. Again, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. If you want to be a show sponsor, I'll drop the Venmo account on there. If you don't, no pressure. Keep listening.
Yeah, no pressure. No, just keep listening, keep enjoying. We appreciate every one of you. You
got any closing thoughts?
Let's see. Any closing thoughts? Nothing really that we haven't touched on, I guess. Just
hey, sometimes the NBA, no news is good news, and we'll just.
Yeah, I mean, it's when things are going good, we don't have a whole lot to sit here and complain about.
Nope. So, all right, man. Well, good episode.
Great episode.
We're gonna send this out. I'm gonna send this over to you. We'll get it out to the fans, and then I'm gonna send you a text to check your phone in about 4 minutes.
Okay, you got it. That was the one thing I did want to say. Apologies again for the delay in last week's video.
It was technical.
Technical difficulties. We're kind of going through trying to find our brand a little bit. So we got the new channel on YouTube. So if you've already liked us on the other one, hop on over here. We'll send it out to you.
We're gonna get
and subscribe on there because I mean, is this the primary?
Yeah, I think this
channel where we'll be posting them
for sure. So like it, subscribe. I'm gonna put some stuff in the comments later. So we got a lot going on. Keep liking, keep subscribing. As always, our text line's open. We love you guys. Trevin, it's always a pleasure. Spaghetti and meatballs. We out.
See you next week, John.